So, good afternoon, sir. This is my topic, weight measurement. So, my sub topic is the first one is spring scale, analytical balance, multiple lever system, and pendulum scale. So, spring scale or Newton meter is a type of mechanical force gauge or weighing scale. It consists of a spring fixed at one end with a hook to attach an object at the other. It works by Hooke's law, which states that the force needed to extend a spring is proportional to the distance that spring is extended from its rest position. Therefore, the scale markings on the spring balance are equally spaced. A spring scale cannot measure mass, only weight. So, muna siya yung picture. This is the picture of the weighing scale. Then, the uses of the main uses of a spring balance are to weight heavy loads such as truck, storage silos, and materials carried on a conveyor belt. They are also common in science education as basic accelerators. A spring balance measures the weight of an object by opposing the force of gravity acting with the force of an extended spring. So, this is kanang I have seen this spring scale atong time nga ay niuban ko og kanang pag magpa-immunize kag bata before ka mag-immunize og bata itimbang man na siya, but I don't know og kuan kanang mo ba ilang gigamit, but the tool I used to see is katong spring scale nga butang ra og napuntong the hook in the end of the spring scale dayon dito ibutang ang bata para makuha ang timbang niya usa siya immunizean. So third one is so example 1. I have here examples on how to calculate the force taken from a spring scale. If the spring constant is 20 Newton per meter with a distance of 25 centimeters. So, this formula is from the Hooke's law, which is F equals negative K times triangle X. Then, F is the restoring force of the spring, while K is the proportionality constant called the spring constant. Then, the triangle X is the change in the spring position due to the deformation. So, minus sign in that formula is show that restoring force is opposite for the deforming force. So, in my problem, I don't have negative sign, so it is mean that dili siya opposite. So, how much force is needed to pull a spring with a spring constant of 20 newtons per meter, a distance of 25 centimeter. So, F equals K times triangle X. F equals the K there is 20 newton per meter, then the triangle X is the 25 centimeter. So, meter ang gamit, so ma-convert siya into 0.25. So, 20 times 0.25 equals 5 Newton or the force in that problem. Then, the next one is with the same spring constant, but this time, dili na siya per hug distance. So, 20 Newton per meter times 15 centimeters. So, meter, convert it to meter, so it means 0.15 meter. So, 20 times 0.15 meter equals 3 newtons or the force. Then, the third one is 10 Newton per meter times 0.20 meters equals 2 Newton or the force. For example 2, we will calculate the spring constant. Okay, based on the problem, a spring is pulled to 10 centimeters and held in a place with a force of 500 Newton. What is the spring constant? So, atong bulungon is the spring constant. Okay, now tayo distance and the force. So, ang iyang formula is F divided by triangle X equals K. K is the constant, spring constant, as what I've said a while ago. So, 500 Newton divided by 0.10 meters. So, equals 5,000 newtons per meter. Second problem is 100 Newton divided by 0.05 meter equals 2,000 newtons per meter. Then the third problem is 200 Newton divided by 0.25 equals 800 newtons per meter. So, the third subtopic is the analytical balance. So, analytical balance or lab balance is a class of balance designed to measure small mass in a sub-milligram range. The measuring pan of an analytical balance is inside a transparent enclosure with doors so that dust does not collect, and so any air current in the room do not affect the balance operation. So, as what you have seen sa picture na mga parts, the other picture na mga parts, then this enclosure is often called a draft shield. Then so analytical scales measure the force needed to counter the mass of a sample rather than using actual masses. They use an electromagnet to generate the force to counter the sample and output the result by measuring the force needed to achieve balance. The measuring pan of analytical balance is inside the transparent. I have mentioned it the previous page. A transparent enclosures with doors. So environmental influences are black. So ang air, ang dust kay muna siyang give enclosures of transparent doors kay para dili ang higubog aton sa things or sa butang lagi butang di sa analytical balance kay dili siya maapekturan sa dust or sa hangin. So dapat siya closed. So uses. Analytical balance is a basic tools in all quantitative analysis. This balance provides accurate readings in educational, research, industrial, or quality control applications. So usually ang analytical balance kay kuan ni siya nang used by scientists or kanang mga mausay chef kanang magluto. Then analytical come with many features and functions. Most of them have counting and counting application. For example, this can be useful when counting pills, religious, or very small pieces. Just what like I have said, ginagamit na siya sa measures of pila ka pills ang ng mabang or so nang pila usa ka bugaton ang sa pills ingaron or tambal, I mean. Then the multiple lever systems. So this is the temperature napod na siya mga names diba iyahong mga the system is provided with an adjustable counterpoise which is used to get an initial balance before the unknown load is applied to the platform. The poise weight is set at 0 of the BEM scale and counterpiece is adjusted to obtain initial zero balance. In order to simplify the analysis, it is assumed that the weight can be replaced by two arbitrary weight, which is weight 1 and weight 2. Also, it is assumed that the poise weight is at 0 and when the unknown weight is applied, it is unbalanced by the weight in the pan. So, kung di ko masayop nini, I have seen this multiple balance system kanang sa mga mailing building ng timbangan nila o bugas nga na. So kinahanglang i-balance nimo ang naa sa naaari na sa is para mahibalo pili kag aton sa bugas. Then this is the light uses. So the light uses are kanang timbangan timbangan sa kopras or sa bugas mo ni siya yung mga kuhaan. Then the heavy uses ng ang analytical balance system is napod siya mga timbangan sa track mo ni siya heavy uses sa analytical balance. Then the last one is the pendulum scale. Weight measurement device in which the load is balanced by the movement of one or more pendulums from vertical zero weight to horizontal maximum weight. So kani siya pag nabutang ka og items or kanang objects or anything, ang mahibal-an siya kay move ang iyang move ni horizontal iyahong weight sa butang na imong gibutang sa iyahong weighing pan. And that's all. Thank you.